academy, we have 3 schools. We have about 1,600 pupils in total, about 180 staff. Total device account, we have 800 devices, a mixture of laptops and desktops. A fair chunk of those are Ox IT supplied. We have fairly comprehensive Wi-Fi across the sites, and our firewalls are provided by Ox IT. Over the last few years, we've been going through a period of change, so we're looking at how do we progress with IT. For us, the key bit is actually getting the right kit in the right place to enable the teachers to deliver their lessons. To make that work, there's all the hidden background stuff. It's your core switching, it's your infrastructure of your links between your edge and your core switches, your wireless network. We're basically trying to get to a point where we're actually improving our 5-year plan. We're trying to look 5 years ahead. And this is where advice from a really good account manager comes in. Where Ox IT is really good is that although, say, Chris may not have the instant answer to your solution, he will go away and he will come back with this is a good fit for you. But the level of advice they offer is really good, and we found that really valuable in the past. And it's having someone we can actually say to, how do we resolve this? What is the way forward for us? As a school, as an academy, we have lots of data that would be a prime target for malware and for ransomware to take. One of the products we use to protect our data is Acronis Cyber Protect. So that is backing up our servers on a daily basis. That is really good for me being able to sleep at night. That peace of mind knowing that actually someone else has got your back, that if there's an issue that's occurring or developing, that there's going to be someone watching over your shoulder and making sure that those issues do not go unmissed. WatchGuard solution gave us really good functionality that we actually needed. It also works really well with our existing solution, but it was pretty sensibly priced. One of the key benefits we found from WatchGuard is actually when you look at the monitors, there are the feedback of the WatchGuard boxes in terms of intrusion detection, and that is much better than our previous product. One of the classic examples, so you've got a firewall product in the school and students are remarkably good at trying to circumnavigate the filters. What we've had is that even if they've managed to get around the device filtering, but the WatchGuard is actually going, yeah, no mate, you're not doing that. That has been really good for us, because it is very good at blocking the stuff that our previous box was not doing. So when we were back in the sort of era of Windows XP and Windows 7, we had basically a single network provider. The downside of when you tie yourself into a single supplier is that you pretty much get to that, this is what we're going to charge you, mate, and that's it. But what you don't get with that is you don't get the service, and you don't get the support, and you don't get the backup. And the companies I use are the ones that provide us that support. And we've bought stuff from Ox IT, but actually I know that if I've got an issue, I can actually pick up the phone and say, Chris, I need this sorted, and actually Chris will go out of his way, Ox IT will go out of the way. For me, that's invaluable, because if I'm messing around trying to get an issue sorted, it's time, it's just time going out the window. I can't really think of any other firm that have been better than Ox IT. Ox IT have been really brilliant in the last 5 years.